Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently conquering rivers. Currently conquering. Yeah, that works. We do need to go after Bavaria, but we're truced there. And last episode we got basically everything up here, so that's great. Mordvinia, there's nothing to go after. I did mistakenly release this guy. We're going to have to go after him eventually. We're currently truced for 10 years. Okay, well, we'll be able to do that before the end of the game, so we'll definitely have to do that. Just a reminder, we have about 31 years here before the end of the game. Actually, like 30 years, because it's 24th October. It's getting closer to 30 years, so that's absolutely fine. We only have a few more navigable rivers to go after. So we need to get this territory up over here, and we can take a look at what the options are there. De jure lands don't really do it. We can't do a holy war for kingdom. So, realistically, we'd have to do duchies. This is not a bad start. Only one county over here we'd have to grant out. And then we'd be looking to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counties over here, plus this one. So 8 additional counties beyond that. The question is, what does the de jure duchy end up looking like? So 1, 2, 3, 4 wars. That's cutting it close. Which means that we should definitely get started on that. Now, there are a few more navigable rivers over here that we can go after. For the moment, we're not going to focus on them just yet. We have almost everything at this point. I do want to take a quick look at what we actually need from Bavaria and from Moldavia. Are we truce to Moldavia? We are. So for Moldavia, we need this county here and these 2 counties here. And that's it. Okay, we can do that fairly quickly between truces. So the next question is Bavaria. For Bavaria, we need this county. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 counties for Bavaria. We might be able to take a shortcut there. We'll see. Otherwise, we need this over here, which we know that we're going to need some time on. There's this guy here. That claim is not helpful. So, okay. This is 2 wars. 2 wars here. We're going to have to grant out 2 counties, but that's okay. So 2 wars here. That's absolutely fine. That gives us full control over the Godavari. We have full control here already. So we'd have to attack Pala. And we would need to virtually full annex them. In fact, we can do that. Because that's a claim, we may want to do that right now. And then up here, mediocre claims. Kind of mediocre on the duchies as well. Okay, so that's like 4 total wars up there. And then, of course, we would not have access to any of this. I don't know if we're going to make it before the end of the game, but we need to get moving. There's no doubt about it. We need to move fast. So I think step 1 is we really need to get this guy on truce. We need to get this truce ticking. That is top priority. So we have to do a duchy conquer of this duchy right now. That is mission 1. We need to spend 0 time not at war in the future, if we can at all help it. So, this is going to be very, very rapid conquest. We're going to raise our men-at-arms. How many troops do we need? I didn't even look. He's got a lot. So we're going to have to raise up at least 100k. Yeah, 101k there. Luckily, we can scale to any threat at this point. So it... How long on our men-at-arms? About 2 months. Cool. So we need to wrap up these wars as quickly as we possibly can, right? That's top priority. Because we're running out of time. We've got exactly 30 years left. He's walking in here, which is interesting. We're going to stop gathering here. And how long do we have left here? 20 days. We will wait on our men-at-arms. He's splitting up. Why is he splitting up? The majority of his troops went back this way. Which is slightly awkward for us, because what I'd like to do is send our forces down to deal with these two, while our siege force hits here. But if that happens, then his main force can come back. So we actually have to walk backwards here and fight these units, which are now running away, which is fair enough. Okay, he has grouped up here. And this is very good for us. Because what this now means is that we can drop a siege force here. Not pikemen and armored horsemen, thanks. We can drop a siege force here. And our main force can come down and fight them. Now, they may try to take the same path we just took. That's a possibility. And we'll keep an eye out for that. But it looks like he's starting a siege instead. This is foolish. He should not be doing this. He's fighting here, which is delaying him. That should be long enough for us to catch his force. We finished our siege here, and we will move over and grab the Wargle. Or part of the Wargle, anyway. And we'll win this fight easily enough. Now, he's going to retreat. We did not stack wipe him under any circumstances, and he has this force here. So we need to make our way up here as quickly as we can. We'll arrive there in 46 days. Okay. So we'll take that. Unfortunately, his forces are coming in over here. This battle will occur in 35 days. Oh, that's not very far away. Or rather, that's a long ways away. He has decided to let us go. Or not, maybe not decided, but we got out. I'm actually surprised we got out of that. Wild. Okay, well, we're going to head on up. And we are going to look to continue to siege up here. We're going to catch part of their force here. Beautiful. And now we're going to come up and catch part of their force up here as well. How much of it are we going to catch? About half. This is insane. That made this battle way easier. Unfortunately, they turned around in time for us to not be too concerned about stack wiping. We're not going to stack wipe them for sure. But that's another victory for us. We're at 43% from battle war score. So we're just going to siege this down. That's a lot of events popping up. We're just going to siege this down. And walk on over to here for now. We're staying grouped together for the moment. We're at 88% war score. He's coming back this way. I like it. We're gonna send our, or we're gonna leave our siege force where it's at. And we're gonna walk up over here. And we're gonna give battle again. And they will lose this. Cool. We're going to hop over here. And between this battle and this siege, we're not going to get... Actually, we will get battle war score. Between the battle and the siege, this will be over. 99%, and war is over. So we'll enforce our demands and disband our troops. And we, of course, need to grant independence to this very large gentleman right here. And we needed to grant independence to anything else? No, it was just this. Everything else is riverbound. So that's good. We'll grant this to a noble of the Norse culture, as well as this. Perfect. Hello, pause menu. And that gives us a good chunk of the river here. So, of course, we are going to need to go after this guy again, but we're truced. And we should go ahead and make the duchy here. We'll usurp that, and that will go to this person. Cool. 4 vassals go with, and that puts us only 1 direct vassal above. I like it. What's the kingdoms looking like down over here? Our vassal holds this. Okay. So realistically, these should be granted over to here. Abyssinia is a little bit awkward of a vassal to give this to, but it's fine. Cool. So we're not going to tick forward without being at war at this point, as I said. I definitely want to come over here and press our claim on this kingdom. Because we get the kingdom, we get everything here. And that'll be absolutely great. So we'll go ahead and declare this. He's got about 45,000 troops with which to oppose us. He'll probably call in a holy order, so call it like 55,000. There's a crossing here, so I'm going to raise up like back over this way. Cool. So we need to be attacking rivers everywhere we can. Unfortunately, he's decided to go after our greedy raise here. Actually, we got enough troops. He is not doing this anymore. Cool. So we're raising up about 60k here. And this war should go much faster, in theory. Emphasis on in theory. Cool. And we're just going to go up and start sieging. Okay. Our men-at-arms will be slightly behind. Hang on a moment. Okay, just checking on what these guys are doing. I didn't want them to stack wipe our men-at-arms before they were raised. They're going to go for it, aren't they? We have to come back here. Battle in 2 days? 3 days on the raise. Oh, that timing, though. That is the worst timing. Okay. Well, that delays us, which is very unfortunate. 1 day until our men-at-arms would have been raised. I didn't think they were actually going to come back like that. That's very sad. Okay, so we'll kick them out of there, and we'll come back up over here. Cool. Very awkward timing that resets our men-at-arms raise. And that's a pretty gamey thing, honestly. Our men-at-arms were 1 day away. They should still be in this region, to be honest. But it is what it is. So they're sieging down over here. I'm okay with this. We're 40 days from our men-at-arms being raised right now, and our levy troops are sieging up here reasonably quickly. So we are making some progress, anyway. There we go. Cool. So our men-at-arms have arrived this time, and we died. We were murdered. And that could be awkward as well. So, of course, we are now this character. We need a spouse, and ideally someone with high stewardship. This guy will do. Matrilineal is correct. We are 13, and we are above our domain limit. For the moment, I'm okay with that. But factions are going to be a thing. We'll see how big of a thing they are. We need to finish off this war. And, of course, we are Scandinavia, so we need to switch that. Do North Sea, make primary. Cool. So now we're back to being North Sea. We do need counselors, so we'll put in a chancellor. We'll put in a steward. We'll put in a marshal, and we'll put in a spy master. Awkward timing for a death, for sure. And how are these factions looking? They haven't regenerated just yet. Okay. Independence. Sounds good. So this guy is already betrothed. We can go through these and see if we can negotiate with any of these. So far, that's not looking good. Not looking good at all on that front. Okay. Step 1. We need to go through our siblings and invite any of them that we can that are unmarried to court. The rest of these are already married, so that's fine. Okay. Cool. So we're the dynasty head now, obviously. And I want to check in on... Okay, there's no Liberty faction. It's literally just the Independence faction for right now. The Queen of Frisia's children are already all betrothed. So there's not a lot that we can do there. We can start spreading some gold around, though. So we're going to look to bribe... Hello. Okay. We're going to look to bribe some of these. Did this reset? Interesting. So I'm going to send gold to anyone who is 30 or higher, in their opinion. And we will look to bribe some of these out of the faction. Some of them will leave, some of them will not. And that's okay. All we're looking to do is get some of them out of this faction for the moment. Not an artifact. I wanted to just send a gift. There we go. Okay, let's see how many end up leaving. And we managed to win this siege. We're now at 74% war score. Let's just head over here and continue to siege. Okay. And this guy is our betrothed, but he's not an available spouse. So we're going to have to grant out some of these temples. We will grant this one out. We'll grant this one out. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we're no longer over our domain limit. That will help. And our siege up here will wrap up. That's going to be about 30 days. Sounds good. So, how are things looking over here? Well, we can't really do anything about Frisia here. Pagan, on the other hand, is the wrong religion. What are you so angry about? Mostly opinion of predecessor. I'm going to request conversion there. We'll see if it actually happens. And then we can arrange marriage between, like, this. Perfect. So that'll pull her out of that faction. Okay. She did not convert, but Nicaea is next. Is there anything we can do there? Kind of no. Okay. We only have female siblings at this point. So this is fine. We can pull this guy out of the faction. Cool. We may be forced to fight this faction, though. So let's finish up the siege. That puts us at 95%. We're now going to come back and finish off this war. We want this war over. So we win this battle. This will finish the war. And then we're going to have this faction popping very soon. So enforce our demands here. Disband our troops. Cool. Now we're going to grant out some vassals here. We can actually demand this guy's conversion with our hook, and we'll go for that. I should have granted vassals first, though. He did not convert. That is sad. But we do have neighbors that can be vassalized. We've got this lady here. Done. We've got this gentleman. Done. We've got this guy. Done. And this lady. Okay. We can also transfer this count over, which we will certainly do. Cool. Okay. So I would like to be going back to war. Unfortunately, this independence faction pretty much means that that's not going to happen. The Queen of Frisia is who we need to go after here. So we'll raise our men-at-arms, and we'll raise some levy troops. And we'll prepare for this independence faction. Okay. If we get this dealt with, though, we're not really going to have other factionalism. This is basically the entire realm's power base. So this shouldn't be too big of a deal. So we're going to raise up virtually everything we've got in order to deal with this. They're going to send their ultimatum in 1 month. Anytime now. Come on, send your ultimatum. This guy wants to enter an alliance with us. Guinea? There's nothing that we can do to attack him, so we actually agree with that. Cool. We'll call him in to help with our with our rebellion that's about to happen. There it is. We will not be threatened. Rally the troops. And we're going to take our men-at-arms and reset them here. Actually, we need to tick forward. Wait. What? Frisia didn't rebel. Well, that's awkward. We're going to stop gathering here then, and I guess we'll come over and hit here. We need to get ticking war score on our side, so we'll just come on over. We'll arrive here in about 50 days. That's not too bad. But that's certainly awkward. Certainly awkward indeed. Now there's another faction here, and what is this? Populists? Okay. The King of Akan, I'm going to send him a gift and then request that he converts. He might accept. There's this guy here, same thing. We're going to send him a gift and request that he converts. He may or may not. We're going to do that to all of these. I want to send gift, and he cannot be asked to convert. And then there's this guy. We'll send him a gift and demand his conversion. 17% chance. Okay, we'll try those. He refused. I'm not shocked. He just wants gold. Done. So he will now leave this faction. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal, in fact. So that's dealt with. Okay. So over we come here. We're going to land here. And now we're going to split off our standard siege force. Maybe a little bigger. Something kind of like that. And we're going to go on down. I do want to make sure we have a siege commander. But I want to give battle here and get some battle war score. Do we not have a siege commander? There we go. Cool. So ticking war score is currently against us, but not for long. I guess we will hit the capital here. I don't love what's going on over here. They're just kind of kiting away from us. But I guess it's fine. So we're at 11% war score here right now. And we'll get this war handled. We're now at 13%. Okay, 14%. Oh, we lost our siege commander already. That's a little unfortunate, but we'll put this guy in. They're sieging a lot of locations right now. But we're going to hop down here. Ticking is on our side right now. So that's great. And unfortunately, we can't really go anywhere here. We're just going to have to chill. And yeah, they're sieging a lot of locations. They're actually currently out-sieging us, but it's not possible for them to win this at this moment. So we're just going to keep sieging until we reach 100% from occupation. And ticking war score is on our side. Then we're going to look to get some battle war score. And sieges will be fairly irrelevant until we can start taking sieges back. Now, I'm not exactly sure where they're getting their war score. It looks like down over here. That's something that we can definitely work towards. But we're just sieging our way down here for now to try to catch some of these forces. I don't care about them sieging at this moment. They can do that. There's a faction here, a disillusion faction. Okay, done. Perfect. We can marry off our father again. Got it. Okay, they're going here. I'm going to let them... Well, we're going to move down over to here. And we're going to see, can we catch them here? I think the answer is yes. This disillusion faction still exists, and we should look to do something about it. We need a male child here to work with. Unfortunate. Here we go. Cool. So that should deal with the disillusion faction. Done. So there's a battle victory for us. And we're going to head back and continue to siege here. That was only a 1% battle victory. But it is what it is. No, I want you to siege. There we go. And yeah, they're definitely sieging primarily over here. Or not necessarily primarily, but substantially over here. So we're going to stick together for the moment. And continue to siege. We're at 62% from siege war score. They are embarking here. Fascinating. I thought that they would siege up there. But that's not what they decided to do. So we're going to head down over this direction. Try to cut across here. And just try to siege our way down this direction towards Burgundy. Okay. So from here, I'd like to come directly to there. What do we got here? Disillusion again. So we could do something about this, I think. Would not accept that. You're the wrong religion. Let's go ahead and send you a gift, and we can't actually demand conversion. That's a little unfortunate. What about this guy? He's the correct religion, actually. So we could do something like this. He's unhappy about the age differential. Which is fair enough. Fair enough indeed. You are a duchess. We could grant you over to, like, Romagna. Done. No problem. Cool. So we're heading on over this way to be able to come down here. Oh, of course. This guy decided to declare war on us. So that is... We've got this independence war. It's good timing. It's this guy here. What's he wanting? Just a county. This county here. We may end up giving that to him. We'll see. Awkward death timing was awkward. But we definitely want to grant this lady over to something else. So we'll just grant some vassals over here. I don't want to deal with any of this stuff. We want to grant some of that out. Okay, we've got... Who's the strongest duke here? This guy. Fair enough. You can go to Abyssinia. Cool. For the moment, we're going to ignore this war. Unless... They might accept a white piece later on. But it is past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, or rather do that. And next episode, we will deal with this situation. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Atala, Jens Graham, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.